Records show almost 60 men were buried in a Rutland cemetery, but over the years their graves disappeared. Just recently, the Rutland Historical Society worked to bring those back. Our Chandler Walsh has more.
59 white oak crosses in Rutland's prison camp cemetery mark previously hidden burial spots. The cemetery was created when prisoners began dying of tuberculosis.
Some families took the people, but some did not claim them, so that they were buried on the prison camp grounds.
The prison camp first had prisoners in 1904, and its hospital operated from 1907 to 1934 for prisoners with TB throughout the state.
Because we're very high, the treatment at the time was fresh air, good food, and they didn't have the medications to treat it at the time.
Rutland Historical Society curator Helen Viner says the cemetery's original iron crosses disappeared in the 1950s or 1960s, and how they disappeared is a mystery.
It just bothers me that it was neglected.
So the project to replace the crosses began. Through a grant, the Historical Society hired an outside company to use ground-penetrating radar to find the 59 burial spots.
What he sees is not a skeleton, not, what he sees as anomalies in the surrounding soil.
And with help from the state's Department of Conservation and Recreation, crosses were made and installed this month. Viner says the Historical Society often gets research requests on the prison camp, and the project protects the town's history and helps educate residents.
It's usually grandchildren. My grandfather I think he was at the prison camp. Is he buried there?
Now, the original crosses were marked with numbers most likely corresponding to each prisoner. With those gone, the Historical Society hasn't been able to find a record indicating where each prisoner is buried. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.